All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give it up to our apostles, elders from that rule to say to you like kicking us a serious. Our from don't doubt. On the scriptures, the fuels of what we're supposed to read, what's world, our within our life, our just not out about in this world. Okay. Now, of course, we're supposed to operate as men of the Lord. All right. Being men of the Lord isn't just a Tuesday thing if you have camp, or a Saturday thing if you have camp, or a Friday thing if you have camp, or a Sunday thing if you have camp. No, you're supposed to be playing out these actions every day of your life that the scriptures talk about. Now we know there's a balance to it. You know, when we're out on the highways and the byways, we let it all out. We tell you the good, bad, and the ugly. All right. But also too, when we're in our daily lives, there's ways that we have to conduct ourselves being men of the Lord. And there's not always times where you got to talk about the so-called white man being the devil or telling everybody that they're Israelites. You know, there's a balance to it. You know, you're not supposed to be in your daily jobs, you know, telling everybody about the truth. Now, I will say this, like, let's say the spirit resonates with a certain Jake that might be at your job or something like that, and it seems like, you know, he randomly asking questions, or, you know, ultimately you got to be spiritual about it. But where I'm getting at is going at your job trying to be a super Israelite, walking around the world trying to be a super Israelite. You know what I'm saying? There's a balance to it, man. All right? We're supposed to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, matter of fact, I'm going to get that really quick. Salaki. All right. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Okay, here we go. Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. All right, so that's very important that we're wise as serpents but harmless as doves. Meaning, you're going to have to be Clark Kent over here, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be whatever your Hebrew name is in your daily lives. Okay? And let's say, for example, you know, we know it's vexing being over here, but you can't let that stuff show when you're at work or wherever you're at, man. You know, you got to put on this disguise while you're here. Okay? We know that we're in hell. We know that we're in captivity. All right? But there's ways we got to conduct ourselves being here because we're not in the kingdom yet. And I'm telling this as an example, you know what I'm saying? Because me being a younger brother, there's been times where I've went through that. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, I mean like maybe being a little aggravated at work just because it's hell. You know what I'm saying? But this, we got to grow being in this thing. You know, one of the brothers that brought up a good point to me, the brother Ariala, you know, he made a statement pretty much saying, you know, while you're here, if you're stranded in the woods, are you going to sit in the woods and sulk all day, wondering why you're in the woods? Or are you going to get up, chop up some wood, make a fire, hunt, labor, plant some seeds so you can grow and you can eat some vegetation? While we're here, we got to do what we got to do, man. You can't go around being mean to everybody. You know, that's not what it's about, man. It's different when you're on the highways and byways, man. But in your daily lives, man, you got to conduct yourself as being a man of the Lord, you know? And that means to not talk about the truth to everything and everybody. And again, if the spirit resonates with an individual, if the spirit brings out for you to maybe say something one-on-one, or maybe y'all out, you know what I'm saying, at a bar or something like that, and, hey, that's different, man. But all in a nutshell, man, we're not supposed to be super Israelite in our daily lives, man. We can lose our jobs that way. All right, trying to tell everybody about the truth when the scriptures tell you that everybody's not going to be able to get the truth. All right, Yahweh Shah set it up in a certain manner as he allows it. Okay, I got a precept I'm going to pull up. This is 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 7. All right, and it says, moreover, he must have a good report of them which are without, lest he fall into reproach in the snare of the devil. And who are the ones that are without, man? That's everybody else in this world that don't have the truth. Whether it's a two-third Jake or whether it's an Edomite or whoever, man. You're supposed to have a good report of these people that are without, all right? They could throw certain recommendations for you when it comes to a job. hey, the Lord might use them just to help you out in a certain situation. But if you burn your bridges with them, how are you going to be able to reap certain benefits of the world? Because again, the scriptures say, use the world, but don't abuse the world. So we're supposed to have a good rapport with these people, man. All right? Just in case something happens, they can vouch and be like, hey, man, this dude did his job. All right? He was a good employee, or he was just a cool individual. He didn't start no drama. He wasn't a fighter. Whatever the case is, when I say fighter, I mean, I'm talking about a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that gets live really quick. You know? We're supposed to have a good report amongst these people. They ain't supposed to have nothing bad to say about us in the world, man. All right? It says in the scriptures, this loosely paraphrasing, but it pretty much says they shall know that you're my disciples just by the way you treat your brother. You know, of course that goes to brothers in the truth, but really it should be, you know, how we conduct ourselves at the end of the day, man. They should know that we're different than these people, that we have a good head on our shoulders, that we have what's the word I'm looking for? That we have a standard that's set. Okay? It says, moreover, he must have a good report of them which are without, lest he fall into reproach in the snares of the devil. And that's what happens, man. You going around with a chip on your shoulder like you mad at the world at your daily job, your daily walk, man. You gonna fall into the snares of Esau real quick, man. You gonna start losing faith. You gonna start acting different, you know? Ultimately, that's what Satan wants, man. Satan wants you to do that. Now, again, we know that we're in hell. And this is tough. We in captivity, man. We in captivity. But hey, man, when the scripture said, when you eat this roll, it'll be sweet and it'll be bitter in thy belly. Hey, man, we knew it was coming. This is what we signed up for. We're supposed to have ourselves as no reputation, just like Yahushua did. Speaking of that, I got that scripture pulled up right here. All right. This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Yahushua Mashiach, who, being in the form of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. That's what we got to do. Yahushua was the example of it, man. He was in an angelic form, and he was humble, just to show us how to do this thing. He was a man of no reputation. Now, of course, his fame did spread forth throughout the land of his miracles, but when it came to how he conducted himself, okay, when he was a carpenter, all right, when he walked, he wasn't trying to be super Israel. He was humble, man. And that's how we got to be. We got to have no reputation amongst these people, man. Now, again, it's different when we're out doing the work on the highways and the byways. People going to talk all manner of evil toward us, just like they did Yahushua when he had spoke the truth. But in the daily walk, how we conduct ourselves, Paul would always talk about that. We're supposed to carry ourselves in a different fashion than the rest of these people that's out here, man. They ain't supposed to look at us and see a nigga. They ain't supposed to look at us and see a bum. They ain't supposed to look at us and see somebody that's lazy. They supposed to look at us and see that that person is well-rounded and constructed. That person has a standard set for themselves. All right? And that's how Yahushua walked. And he was the example of it. Verse 8 says, and being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. All right? And he was obedient unto his physical death. All right? But the scriptures say that we die daily. So we're supposed to be obedient daily as we die from the stuff that we see out here, not to be able to say anything about it, turning the other cheek. We're supposed to be humble and obedient to that, man. You see, you at your job and you see a slut with damn near all of her clothes off walking. You ain't supposed to be at your coworker. Look at that slut. Look at that. No, man, you can lose your job. All right. You see a nigga walking and sagging his pants and everything, and you go to your coworkers or whoever, and you be like, man, I hate niggas, man. See, that's why I hate niggas, yada, 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 you know? And that person could be like, dang, well, I mean, what, because they sagging? I sag too. Now, we know, I'm not saying me. I'm talking about in general, the person that you're talking to about it, how they might react to it. They might be like, well, I sag too. So that's how you feel about me? Just saying, it's a plethora of things that could come out of it. But you have to be humble about it, man. You got to turn the other cheek and not say nothing, man. All right? You got to be obedient. The scriptures tell us to have good report. All right? We know we hate it. We can't stand it. But we got the highways and byways to talk about it. not at your workplace, not to your parents, not to your friends that are in the world. They ain't gonna be able to relate to it. They in the world as well, man. This world is fully set against us. So if you go around acting that way while you're in the world, man, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fall into the snares of the devil, as we read in 1 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, the 7th verse. Okay? It says, "And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross." Okay? And that's ultimately what Yahushua did. He was obedient unto death, even to the death of the cross, his crucifixion. All right? His persecution. We're going to be persecuted, man. We got to be this way until we're glorified. Lord willing, we those men. All right? And again, I'm not speaking as somebody that hasn't done it before. You know, we've been in this situation before, especially younger brothers in the truth, because this is mainly directed out to the younger brothers in the truth, because I'm a younger brother. And we'll have certain moments where we might feel vexed at the workplace or feel like saying certain things. No, man, don't say nothing. You got to be salty, move on, and do your job. You know? Telling this as a partaker of it at a point in time. You know? Hey, man, the more you quiet about it, Shalakia. One sec. Shalakia. The more you quiet about it, the more you just endure through it, the stronger your faith ends up building, to the point where it'll be second nature. All right? But I'm going to end it off on that. Lord willing, it was edifying. I get ready to go to work here in a little minute. But again, Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to the Akim across the four corners of this earth, kicking his words to sincerity and truth. Shalom.